They went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Sensabaugh. Second shot opportunity. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Launches it.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Good D by MP. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
MP with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Sensabaugh. That three's off the mark.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
MP left side. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And Jaquez over to help. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by MP. Back to Mikhailuk. The three is up. Jaquez grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Coach, since entering the league, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been lauded for his strong fundamentals.
Yeah, B.A., he's got tremendous footwork, makes great use of the pump fake, and he is a tough physical player who can finish in traffic or hurt you in the post.
Kessler, a screen on MP. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by MP. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
From deep, MP. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Pass to Mikhailuk. There's the triple. Rebound Miami. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
He gets it in there. MP's got 20 points.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Here he goes, and MP throws it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back after this word. if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
They've got Dennis Schroeder, and Drew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Khalil Ware, and it's Monk in at the 2. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back over to you.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And here's Schroeder outside. Williams grabs the board. Jazz trail by 19. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Got a hand on it. Williams against Schroeder. Powell for 3. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make it.
And now the first timeout called here for Utah. Different look here for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Hendricks. Mikhailuk comes in for Williams. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Anderson. The Jazz shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. Here's Markkanen. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Markkanen is a pure shooter.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Miami making a switch here. MP's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Kessler's checked in. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Mikhailuk. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
MP outside. Now here's Ware. Wiggins from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Mikhailuk. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Markkanen against Wiggins. Here's Sensabaugh. Three-pointer, no good. Miami leading by 23. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 67 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Pass to Wiggins. Inside. Here's MP. And they pick up 2. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Hero, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Bailey's checked in for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 15 left to play in the second quarter. Ware brings the double to the paint. Pass to Sensabaugh. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Kessler. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Wiggins from long range gets the 3 ball to go. Wiggins has got 6 points.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Down low. And MP with a basket on the assist from Hockey. And that's now 30 points for MP.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Mikhailuk. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Ware. Hero outside to the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Utah ball. Substitutions for your Heat.
Pass to Bailey. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. A deep 3 from MP. Sinks it. What range from downtown. MP's got 11 here in the quarter alone. And so it's MP making things happen for the Miami Heat. He's been an offensive force. Now with over 30 points after the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at Miami, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Miami Heat.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
So on the floor for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 1. Pass to Bailey. The 3. Drains the triple. Bailey's got 6 points.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Just 5 to shoot. Connects from downtown. Bailey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, a good idea to set up Bailey. He's got that high release. He's such an exciting young player.
MP, the pass to Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Bailey. Now covers. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Jaquez covers. Pass to Sensabaugh. Stolen by MP.
He set that trap up perfectly. I mean, he had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. MP's got 36 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And the Jazz call time here. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
And it's Utah with the ball. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Sensabaugh. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Markkanen from long range. Fleming grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Greg.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Miami foul. Tyler Hero. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Utah shooting their first free throws tonight.
Sensabaugh.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Fleming passes to Monk. Let's go with a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Utah's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. And another miss by Utah. Here's MP. That one drops for him. MP's got 38 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Bailey for 3. The rebound by MP. Fleming's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Pass to Wiggins. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Nails the baby hook.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Larson's checked in for Miami. And a switch here also for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Pass to Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. Now Filipowski. The Jazz shooting at 45% of the game so far. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's MP. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Monk in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half.
He got it again! Sensational!
With this barrage, he claimed the #2 spot for most 40-point games in a season.
And every game, he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
Yeah, 53 games of 40 or more, passing Wilt's mark set in 1963. But Chamberlain's 1962 effort still looms as the top spot.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Wiggins got all 3 threes to fall. Dead-eye shooting. They double him with MP. And we're going to have a jump ball. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, BA, playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
And finished off by Anderson.
And you could just see Anderson there looking to jam it.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And again, Miami with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The Heat have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter.
Yeah, and Wiggins' teammates trust him to finish off alley-oops. His timing on these is just very impressive.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. To the inside. And finished off by Anderson.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
MP finds Schroeder. Back to MP. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. MP's got 47 points.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Anderson passes to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Markkanen. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Heat have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Here's Schroeder. Here's MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 49 in the game.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
MP against Anderson. Markkanen outside. Beyond the arc. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And you have to like how they played this year. 55 wins in total.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Filipowski, the pass to Anderson. Counted.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
So it's Miami now. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ware. Kicks it out to MP. This one for three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside, Anderson. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Tipped. A deep three from MP. Off target. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
We're here with MP after a strong win. What did you see that you liked?
We came out with urgency from the get-go. Communication was there. Guys were moving the ball, moving themselves, attacking the glass. I let 1 or 2 rebounds get away from me. I admit that. But I did a pretty good job besides that. Just got to clean that up a little bit, and we're good to go.
Good to go, MP. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. See you next time.
Saw little green bits, but now every day she asks you to make promise try soapy kale.
Even more adorable.
So mostly strawberries and bananas.
Yeah, that's a classic.
All right, cut it out.
I take pride in helping people lose weight. Oh, stage.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fame.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Demon. He's out there with Edgecombe. Zach Edey out there with Risa Shea. MP, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Back to Edie. Here's Demon. No good with the triple. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
It didn't take long, but I think at this point we can agree that MP is on a course to be viewed as one of the great stars of the NBA.
To go from an unknown to a force in the NBA is something that you rarely see. It reminds me a bit of a young Jokic in that sense. Clearly, MP is a special talent, and the sky's the limit for him. And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Here's Flag. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Here's Flag. Following the bucket by Team World. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fleming's got 17 now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the three-pointer by MP.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Edgecombe with it. Pass to Demon. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And the rejection by MP. Team World making some changes. Otkovic is checked in. And Saraf's subbed in for Demon. USA leading by 10. MP outside. Drills the three-pointer. Fleming's got 23.
Well, he's certainly seeing his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
Edgecombe with it. Castle covering. Pass to Edie. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Team World making a change here.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. MP kicks to George. And here's MP for three. Good on the triple. He's got 26.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. USA leads by 16. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Topic. He's out there with Sarofsky. And it's Matkovic in at the small forward position.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Topic. Pass to Sarov. Makes it off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to MP. From outside the arc, he makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
MP way outside. Another 3 for USA.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
To the left side wing. For 3. Another 3 for USA. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for USA.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks, bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
And USA making a change here. Queens checked in. Team World trails by 21. Pass to Rizichet, and stolen by Flag. And MP throws it down.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Here's Demon. Pass to Edgecombe. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by USA.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's good. MP's got 39.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's Team World with the ball. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. It's hauled in by Queen.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Team World calls time here. Castle's checked in for USA. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Team World. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, doubled by Fleming. Edey, the bounce pass. Here's Rizachet. Still yet to score. To halt the run. Demon, that's good.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by MP. Fires for three. It's hauled in by USA. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Rizachet with it. Now defended by Flag.
I thought he got off to a decent start, but this quarter has not been kind to him.
And MP throws it down.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's MP making things happen for USA. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
So it's USA now. Castle is out there with Fleming. Then it's Flag. And Murray Boyles in at the power forward position. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Fleming, and he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 47 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Demon. Now Edey. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Edey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's MP. Here's Castle. Good, and it's It's MP picking up the assist. Castle's got his first basket.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Rizachet. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 6 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. Carries it from three-point range. MP's got 50 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And the dunk by Edey.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, MP. So he gets them both. Here's Demon. 7 points in the game. Pass to Edey. Good ball movement here by Team World. Rizachet in the corner. Here's Demon. Just 5 to shoot. From about 19 feet. Can't hit that one. Now, here's MP. Guarded by Rizachet.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Demon. Back to Edey. Here's Edgecombe. Now Rizachet. He has yet to score.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the basket by Castle.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Pass to Edgecombe. Takes the 3. And it's flagged with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's good for 2.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Down low. Pass to Edgecombe. Connects from three-point range. Edgecombe's got his second basket of the night.
That's what they really want to get from Edgecombe, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
MP left side. Here's Murray Boyle. In the corner, Castle with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Castle's got his third bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Edgecombe with it to the paint. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 14.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And it's USA going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Edgecombe. Topic is out there with Saraf. Then it's Yves Missi. And it's Matkovic in at the 4-man position. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Team World.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Fleming's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for USA.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Saraf. Here's Matkovic. From outside, off the mark. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
USA moving the ball around.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And the basket by MP. And look at how the hustle game has been going for USA.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Here's Topic. Following the basket by MP. Outside Harper. Back to MP.
2 minutes left.
Pass to Harper. Outside for George. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. George has gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Now Missi. Shot to stop the run. Team World with another miss.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Really rare to see a young fella let it fly like that from range, but MP's got the confidence already.
Missi, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Harper in the corner. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. That one goes. Counted. Fleming's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Harper comes with the double team. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Topic, no good. Topic has gone 1 of 4 so far. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Misses the jumper. Back to MP. And the shot goes down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Matkovic.
George. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Team World, Carlo Matkovic.
And he knocks down the first one.
Substitution on the court.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here is MP. Puts up a deep three. Missed. So no problem for USA as they get the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. This really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
There he is.
Looking good, MP.